When I was born in the 40s, the Indians weren't as popular. We were still considered savages, and we were denied education. It wasn't until I was 6 years old that I was able to go to school and learn how to speak English. And my mother uh, wanted us to get an education because she said she didn't want anyone to take our possessions anymore, because our people back then couldn't read or write, and so whatever we had, if someone would come to us and had a piece of paper in hand and tell us to put our X on the piece of paper, that was it. We would put our X, and pretty soon what we had did not belong to us anymore. But the problem really exists in the lack of education, the lack of understanding for who we are and what we're trying to do. We're not trying to take back our land or anything. All we're trying to do is to be able to come together and get along with one another when we get off of the reservation, and not hear, what are you doing off the reservation? I was told that several times, with people that I've met. When I first came to Illinois, that was the first thing that I heard. What are you doing off the reservation? It's like, that is where we belong. That is where we need to stay. And we can't come into this part of society. We have to stay on the reservation where we belong. The thing about being denied uh, your rights, and it's like you said, it takes away who we are. In the United States, right now, there are nearly 1,000 different Indian tribes. 500 and somewhat are federally recognized, nearly 200 are state recognized, and the rest are trying to get recognized in either federally or state. And with that, with the different tribes, you have different languages. We all have different languages. But when you are denied to speak your your native language, then you are denied your heritage, your tradition, your custom, your existence, because that's who we are. We are described by our language and where we come from. Because every part of the United States, in every corner of the United States, there's a tribe. Even in Illinois, where they say there is no uh, known tribe, before anyone could ever realize what was going on in Illinois, there is a recognized tribe in southern Illinois that was state recognized not too long ago, about 2 or 3 months ago in southern Illinois. So that's historic. Right now, we have a tribe in Illinois, a registered state recognized tribe in Illinois, which I think is great. It's historic. But to be denied recognition, to be denied your tradition and heritage, is to say that you don't exist. We've gone a long way today since well, even since I've been born, because like I said, we were denied education, we were denied uh, our rights to be able to be Indians, and today our tribe, the people in our tribe are going to college. Some are doctors, some are lawyers, some are teachers. So we've gone a long way, but we still have that separation. We still have that separation that we are Indians, and you know, we do not have the equal rights that everyone else has. What I see at annual conference this year is, and for myself, I'm hoping that there is sincerity in this act of repentance, because as an Indian, we have seen a lot of things happening, and even in my lifetime, the promises, and there was more promises that was said and more promises that was not kept for Native American people. From the very beginning, the first treaty that was signed, it probably lasted 1 month, and that was broken. And every single treaty that was signed was broken. And so when we come together as a church and say, okay, we're going to make this promise at the act of repentance, and we will try, and I don't even know what it's all about, and if they are trying to come together with the Native American people or promise the Native American people anything, but whatever they promise and whatever they do, I hope that they're sincere about it, and I hope they don't give us a promise that they can't keep, because most Native American church today on the reservations are having a real hard time with finances, with pastors, qualified pastors for for a native church on the reservation, because you just cannot send any pastor on a reservation and expect them to understand the tribal ways and what the people need on the reservation as traditionalists and Christian people, because you have to put the two together. You can't go there and say, I'm going to teach you how to be a Christian, and you have to let your tradition go to become a Christian. You can't do that. But, and I hope that with this act of repentance, that when we come together and have a conversation on what needs to be done between the two to heal the differences that we have, that people listen to what the Native American people are saying and what their needs are, because our needs are uh, are a lot greater than what most people think. As Native American people, because we have been shut down, we have been denied. We have been denied churches. When I was growing up and going to church, I was going to the Catholic Church, and they allowed us to go to the Catholic Church, but they separated us from the white society. they put us on the right hand side and put a bar right in the middle, so we couldn't go on the left side. We had to stay on the right hand side. And for the longest time, listening to the priest talking about God and being equal in God's eyes, and then having that separation there, I could not understand that. And even after they removed the bar later on in my lifetime, uh, we still stayed on the right hand side because we had that in our mind that that's where we belong. We could not go to the left side and be associated with the white congregation. And so the act of repentance, I think we have to come together and not think of each other as being white or Indian or black or Hispanic. We have to come together as one.